Good morning, my friends. Today's project, we're gonna repaint my staircase leading up to the front of the house. I did this about a year ago and I want to change the color slightly. And what I did over here on the landing, you can see there's blocks. Basically what I did is I used stencils to create this pattern. I painted over it and then I removed the stencils to make it look like we have blocks. I'm going to show you how to do it today. First thing we got to do is we have to wash and get rid of all the dirt, dust and everything, and hose it down, let it dry overnight, which I did last night. Now I'm going to show you how to apply the tape to create that stencil look. Last year what I did is I made this pattern here in blocks. I used 1/8 of an inch vinyl tape, very sticky. I lined it up over the pattern as a stencil. I rolled the paint over it, and after I was finished, I pulled the tape off and you could see the pattern. So there's actually no tiles here. This is all paint. So what we did, we're gonna repeat the process. What you do is you start here and you drop your tape right over the old grout line that we created last time. Don't stretch the tape too much so it doesn't break. I'm gonna follow the same areas I put it in last time. I could feel the groove, push it in, open up the tape, put it down, and then run your finger through the groove so the tape sits where it used to be. Now I know there's a little bit over paint on this side. That's okay because I did this morning, painted the grout lines, and when we roll the paint we want to use, it's going to cover all of this extra stuff. So press the tape in place because we don't want it to leak or bleed. So let me finish doing this and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, we're done installing the tape over the old grout lines. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and start painting. We're going to paint right over this tape. Make sure it's nice and tight to the floor. Step on it, whatever you have to do, because you don't want it to bleed. And after 2 coats of paint, we're going to come back and we're going to pull up this tape to expose the grout lines. We're about ready for paint. This is the original paint that I used. Make sure it's a porch floor enamel for exterior. This one is interior and exterior. I also added slip resistant additive, so it gives it a textured feel so you don't slip and slide. And we're gonna use what they call a honeycomb roller to give it a very heavy textured look. We got our paint mixed nicely. Now we're gonna dip this roller and go diagonally over the tape first. This way to make sure the tape doesn't move on us. As you can see, this roller leaves a whole lot of paint on there. When it dries, it will flatten out a little bit, but overall, it's going to be more textured than smooth. Gives it a really beautiful look. So nice and easy, because this will splash, so go easy. Just go back and forth a few times. It looks like there's not much paint on there, but this is actually quite a bit. So back and forth until you smooth out all the ridges from the paint roller. You can go in any direction you like. I like to hit the tape first to make sure the tape stays down. And when we finish doing this, we'll take a look to see if I need a second coat. If not, we'll go ahead, we'll remove the tape and we will see our pattern. And before the paint dries, see how heavy it is here? I like to use a smooth roller to just knock down some of the heavy texture. This way we don't have lumps and bumps. It's still textured, but it smooths it out a little bit. Roll it very, very gently. Don't press on it too hard because you don't want to ruin the texture. Just kind of roll it small, nice and smooth. You see, and also fills it in. So do sections at a time so you can reach into it. Don't let it dry too much. I would give it about 5 minutes before it starts to set heavy, and then just roll it nice and smooth with this roller. It's a 3/8 standard nap roller, nothing fancy. You don't have to spend a lot of money on fancy rollers to do the same job. We still maintain our textured look. All right, now we'll continue. We'll go back and forth. We'll use the texture roller, then we'll smooth it out with this 3/8 nap roller. It's gonna look great. Give it time to dry, then we'll see the color that we intended to use. So I put on 2 coats of paint. And now I'm ready to remove the tape. You can see the tape here, the edges of it, so I can peel it off. And you'll be able to see the pattern. Came out really nice. I'm very happy with it. So let's remove the tape. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna peel the tape off that we put down. So I left a little extra on this side right here so I can remove it easily. So when you pull this up, pull it up nice and easy. Don't pull too hard so you don't want to cause it any issues. As you can see, as I pull the tape, you can see the grout lines. Looks very nice. Nice, clean, sharp grout lines. Let's do this one here. Going across. So the tape held pretty good and no bleeding so far. But if any place bled a little bit under, it's not a big deal. We can touch it up. So I'm going to continue pulling this up and come back and take a look to see what it looks like. We have completed the paint. As you can see, it came out really, really nice. And we also pulled off the tape we put down to show the pattern that I made. It looks absolutely magnificent. I hope you found this video helpful. If you like, please click and subscribe to the channel. There'll be more videos to come. Thank you, my friends, and have yourself a great day.